Every day you leave your dog at home, thinking it's just part of life. They wait by the door, circle the room, or even press their face against the window until you return. To us, these might seem like small habits, but in truth, each one reveals a deeper struggle your dog faces in silence. Some signs show loyalty, some uncover hidden stress, and a few are so important that even experienced trainers warn owners never to ignore them. So today, let's step inside the unseen world of what happens when your dog is left alone. Here are 10 powerful things you must do before leaving your pup at home, each one decoded, so you never make the mistake most owners still make. And it all starts with the quiet moment you say goodbye, a simple ritual that can decide whether your dog spends the day calm or trapped in a storm. Number 1. The goodbye ritual that calms the storm. You know that moment at the door, the keys in your hand, your dog's eyes locked on yours, waiting, almost pleading. Many of us make it worse without realizing. We kneel, we hug, we whisper like we're saying farewell before a long journey, and suddenly, the air turns heavy. To your dog, it's not just a goodbye, it's a signal that something frightening is about to happen. Dogs mirror us like shadows. When you make it dramatic, they believe a storm is coming. But here's the secret: replace the drama with ritual. One simple phrase, always the same, spoken in the same calm tone, becomes a lighthouse for your dog's mind. Back soon, buddy. That's it. A quiet anchor in the chaos of waiting. Over time, that phrase isn't just words, it's a promise carved into their memory. You always return. And here's where FOMO creeps in. Most owners skip this, and their dogs spiral into panic, pacing the floor until claws scratch the silence. Don't be that owner. Create the ritual. Protect the bond. Because in that tiny moment at the door, you're either planting fear or planting trust. And if a phrase can be a lighthouse, wait until you see what light itself can do. Number 2 will show you why closing the curtains may be the worst mistake of all. Number 2. Let the light in before you leave. Picture this: you close the curtains tight, the room sinks into shadows, and then you walk out the door. To you it feels normal, maybe even safer. But to your dog, that darkness is a prison. Dogs are watchers by nature, guardians of windows and doorways. When you cut off their view of the world, it's like turning off their favorite story halfway through. They wait restless, staring at blank fabric ears, twitching for sounds that never make sense. Now imagine the opposite. Sunlight pouring in the breeze, carrying scents of the world, a bird hopping past the window. Your dog doesn't just see, they participate. Even from inside, they feel connected, less abandoned part of the rhythm outside. For older companions, that sunlight isn't just warmth on fur, it's medicine for the soul. But here's the danger: many owners shut out the light, and in doing so, they shut down their dog's hope. Don't be one of them. Open the curtains, let them keep their post at the window. Let them nap in the golden beam that tells them time is moving and you will return. And if a simple ray of light can ease their heart, wait until you hear what a familiar sound can do. Number 3 will show you why silence is never the answer. Number 3, leave behind the sound of home. Silence can be the loudest sound in the world. The moment you step outside and the door clicks shut, your dog is left in a stillness that feels endless. Every creak of the house, every passing car becomes a thunderclap in their mind. For some, it's like drifting in an empty ocean with no land in sight. That's why silence is never the answer. Dogs don't crave random noise, they crave you. Imagine your dog lying on the floor, heart racing, then hearing your voice, soft, recorded, steady. It's as if you just walked back into the room for a moment, reminding them, "I'm still with you." Science backs this up. Studies show that the familiar scent or sound of an owner lowers stress hormones, pulling anxious dogs back from the edge. A playlist, a calm recording, even the gentle rhythm of classical music can become a lifeline. But here's the twist: leave the wrong sound, like a blaring TV or chaotic radio, and you turn comfort into chaos. Commercials, explosions, sudden laughter, your dog can't filter what's harmless. They only feel the shock. Most owners miss this detail, and their dogs pay the price in hours of restless pacing. Don't miss it. Give them not just sound, but memory and echo of your presence. And if sound can keep their hearts steady, wait until you learn what a single object can do. Number 4 will reveal the power of a memory anchor that turns absence into comfort. Number 4, the memory anchor that holds them steady. Think back to childhood when you clutched a favorite blanket or toy, something worn and frayed yet powerful enough to chase away the night. Your dog needs that same anchor when you leave. Not food, not noise, but an object carrying the scent of safety, your scent. A pillow you've rested on, a t-shirt that still carries the warmth of your skin, a toy you've touched 1,000 times. To them, these aren't just objects. They are anchors dropped into the stormy sea of loneliness. Picture your dog curling around that pillow as the door closes, sighing into fabric that whispers, "I belong, I am safe." Without it, they drift untethered, lost in the current of silence and fear. With it, they hold fast, counting the hours until you return. Too many owners overlook this, thinking dogs don't remember. But they do with every breath. And when you give them this memory anchor, you give them your presence, even in absence. Don't ignore it, because absence without an anchor is a void that swallows peace whole. And if a simple object can steady their heart, imagine what a steady schedule can do. Number 5 will show you why senior dogs more than any others depend on routine the way we depend on sunrise. Number 5, the sacred rhythm of senior dogs. As we age, our bodies crave routine meals at the same hour, sleep at familiar times, the comfort of knowing what tomorrow looks like. Dogs, especially senior dogs, are no different. In fact, for them, routine isn't just comfort, it's survival. When you leave at unpredictable hours, come home later than usual, or feed them on shifting schedules, you break the rhythm of their heartbeat. It's like taking the ticking hands off a clock and leaving them in timeless confusion. Now picture the opposite. You leave each morning with the same calm words return as the sun dips, meals arriving like steady notes in a song. Your dog learns the rhythm, trusts it, rests in it. For an older companion whose joints ache and vision fades, this rhythm is a lifeline telling them the world is safe. My person always comes back. But here's the warning. Many owners think flexibility is harmless, when in reality, inconsistency breeds anxiety. Senior dogs, like elderly humans, need the sunrise of predictability. Without it, their days dissolve into unease. Don't be that owner who leaves them wondering if today is different, if today you might not return. Give them the sacred rhythm, and you give them peace. And if routine can bring calm to weary hearts, wait until you see what creating a safe haven can do. Number 6 will reveal how a simple corner of your home can become your dog's fortress of comfort. Number 6, the safe haven. Inside your home. Every warrior needs a fortress, every child a blanket fort, every traveler a place to rest their weary head. For your dog, that fortress can be as simple as a quiet corner, a crate draped with a soft cloth, or a nook filled with blankets carrying your scent. Without it, the house feels like an endless open field where danger lurks in every shadow. With it, your dog has a sanctuary, a place to exhale When the world outside your door feels too large and too loud, imagine your pup curling into that haven as you step away, heart slow and eyes softening, knowing there is one space in this big, uncertain world that belongs entirely to them. Too many owners mistake this for confinement, but it is the opposite. It is freedom through security, peace stitched into fabric and walls. Neglect this, and you leave your dog exposed, pacing through rooms that feel empty and unkind. Build the haven, and you build their courage to wait. Give them a safe space, and you give them a shield against loneliness. And if a safe place steadies their spirit, imagine what a playful challenge can do. Number 7 will show you how a puzzle toy can turn empty hours into a joyful hunt for treasure. Number 7. The treasure hunt that fights loneliness. Imagine being locked in a room with no book, no radio, no one to talk to. Hours stretch like years, and boredom gnaws at your mind. That's exactly what your dog feels when you walk out the door and leave nothing behind but silence and empty space. Boredom is not harmless. It is a thief that steals joy and leaves anxiety in its place. Now flip the scene. Before you leave, you scatter a few pieces of kibble in a snuffle mat, hide a treat inside a puzzle feeder, or tuck a favorite toy where your dog must sniff to find it. Suddenly, absence turns into adventure. Each discovery is a spark of joy, a little victory that makes the clock tick faster until you return. Research has shown that mental stimulation not only curbs destructive behavior, but also lowers stress levels, keeping dogs calmer when left alone. Yet here's where most owners fail. They underestimate the power of play when they're gone. They assume toys are optional, when in truth, they're lifelines. Without them, your dog may chew shoes, tear pillows, or slip into sadness. Don't risk it. Create the treasure hunt, give their mind a journey, and absence becomes less of a prison, more of a game. And if games can protect their mind, imagine what mindful feeding can do. Number 8 will reveal why leaving out a full bowl may be the silent mistake that harms your dog's health more than you think. Number 8. The meal trap that breeds anxiety. Picture setting down a mountain of food before leaving thinking you're being kind. To a dog, that pile isn't kindness, it's chaos. Centuries of wolf instinct whisper, eat it all now or starve later. And so they gorge, bellies, heavy hearts racing left to sit in discomfort with no one there to ease them. What was meant as love turns into a trap fueling anxiety instead of peace. Now imagine a different scene. A timed feeder clicks open, releasing just the right portion, or a snuffle mat spreads their meal into a game. Each bite becomes earned, slow, mindful soothing. Instead of panicked feasting, your dog experiences rhythm, the steady beat of security. For older dogs, especially pacing meals protects fragile stomachs and aching joints, turning food from stress into comfort. But here's the sting: so many owners still fill a bowl and walk away, never realizing the silent suffering it causes. Don't be that owner. Turn meals into moments of calm. Feed their body slowly, and you feed their heart as well. And if food can carry such power, imagine what practice departures can teach. Number 9 will show you why leaving in small doses may be the key to unlocking a dog's deepest trust. Number 9. The short absences that build unshakable trust. Would you leave a child alone for hours without teaching them first that you always come back? Of course not. Yet countless dog owners do exactly that, walking out for half a day and expecting their companions to somehow get used to it. To your dog, that first long absence isn't training, it's abandonment. Their heart pounds, claws scratch the floor, and every tick of the clock is a question: will they ever return? But there is another way. Start small. Step outside for 5 minutes, return without fuss. Next time, 10 minutes, then 20. With each practice, your dog learns a sacred truth. Departures are not endings, they are rehearsals for reunions. That pattern rewires their fear into faith. Soon, when the door closes, their body relaxes instead of tightening because they trust the story always ends with you back at their side. And here's the danger: skip this process, and separation anxiety becomes a wound that never heals. Don't gamble with trust. Once broken, it is hard to rebuild. Instead, lay each brick patiently until the house of confidence stands strong. And if practice can teach them faith, the way you react when you return can either seal that trust or shatter it. Number 10 will reveal the one mistake you must never make the moment you walk back through the door. Number 10. The punishment that breaks a fragile heart. Imagine coming home to shredded pillows, scratched doors, or accidents on the floor. Frustration boils up, and the first impulse is to scold. But here's the truth. Your dog cannot speak. They didn't destroy because they hate you. They destroyed because they missed you. Every torn cushion is not rebellion. It is a cry that says, "I panicked when you were gone." When you punish that cry, you don't fix the fear, you add another layer of it. Picture it from their eyes. Hours of loneliness, rising panic, then finally the sound of your key. Relief floods their body until anger greets them instead of love. The homecoming, the very moment they live for, becomes tainted with dread. And slowly the bond cracks, not because they wanted it, but because you taught them to fear your return. Most owners make this mistake not knowing it's the one act that can undo all the trust they've built. Don't be that owner. When chaos greets you at the door, breathe, remember the ritual, the light, the sound, the haven you've given. Fix the root, not the symptom. Because love is not about punishing panic. It's about healing it. And here we close the circle. From the first ritual at the door to the moment you return, every step matters. But there is still one truth left, this from our title, the thread weaving all 10 lessons together. Stay with me for the closing where we reveal it in full. From the first moment you pick up your keys to the second you step back inside, every choice you make writes a chapter in your dog's story of trust. The ritual at the door, the sunlight pouring through the curtains, the familiar sound that lingers, the safe haven, the treasure hunts, the steady meals, the patient practice, all of it is a language your dog understands better than words. And that language says, "I will always return." This in our title is not one single trick. It is the commitment to prepare their heart before you leave. Because leaving isn't the danger. The danger is leaving them unprepared adrift, without anchors, without rhythm, without hope. So, when you walk out tomorrow, don't just close the door. Leave behind a ritual, a memory, a rhythm, a promise. Let your dog feel that absence isn't abandonment, but simply the space between heartbeats, the pause before the music resumes. And when you come home, remember your return is their sunrise. Greet them with calm, with warmth, with the love they waited for all day. Because for your dog, you are not just a companion. You are the world, the constant, the reason the day makes sense. Now, I want to hear from you. What does your dog do when you're about to leave? Share it below. Because your story may be the comfort someone else needs tonight. And if this video helped you see your dog's heart more clearly, stay with us. There are more truths waiting, more ways to deepen the bond with the one who calls you home.